So all once again welcome for accountancy class grade 12. So we discussed the previous video, the partnership chapter is started already. So meaning of the partnership and nature of partnership and very important features or characteristics of partnership and one more thing, rights of partnership. Okay. And now the next one, so very important. Already we know how the partnership based upon partnership deed, that is written document. Okay, because not only one partner, so different partners, okay, so more than the number of partners whenever doing the business, definitely some written agreement, some written document is very important. Okay, based upon that, the very famous one, partnership deed, it is called written document, is called partnership deed. So in a partnership deed, what is the content? That is very important. Okay, so now we start that one by one. Okay, as a content, so very important, very basic thing, partners. Okay, so how many partners? That's what in a partnership deed. First, we want to mention description of the partners. Okay, so how many partners are there? So whether 2 or 3 partners. So the in a description of the partners, so name of the names. What are the names of the partner? Okay, thereafter their address, where they are residing, so address of the partner. So very simple details of the partners. Okay, that's what your first one. First very important details you want to mention under partnership deed. Okay, that's what the description of partners. The second one, description of the firm. That means what? What is the name of the firm? So in the what banner, what is the name you are going to do the business? Okay, that's what description of the firm. So name and address of the firm. Where is the location of the firm? Our office address simply. Okay. So what is the name? So what name you are going to give? Suppose starting the business under the partnership, you want to make it some name, isn't it? So under the name, we are going to do the business. So what is the name and address of the firm? That's what your second important one, description of the firm. The third one, principal place of business. That means, for example, whenever you want to do the business, naturally, you have number of branches in different places. In this case, where is your head office? That's what here, principal of business means address of your principal place of business. So where is your main office? If you are doing the number of branches for different area, okay then. So where is your principal place? It's a very important place. Your main branch, nothing but head office. Okay, that's what the principal place of business. So address of the principal place of business you want to mention in a deed. Okay, then nature of business. This is very important. What is the nature of the business that firm shall carry on? What kind of business are going to do? So any trading business, what is the product you are going to deal? So type of product. So that's what you have to mention your nature of business. The same manner in company you will see in a objective class. What is the objective of the business? So that's what here in a partnership. Under the partnership deed, you want to mention nature of business. Okay. Under nature of business, what is your nature? What kind of business you are going to do? Okay, that's what the meaning. Then commencement of partnership. That is very important. When going to start your partnership? So, for example, here very interesting one. Suppose you want to do the business in a sole proprietor. Then you invited your friend, 2 or 3. So naturally, your business become no partnership. So here once you want to do under the partnership, you want to mention the date of commencement. Exactly effective from when you do under the partnership. That's what you want to mention. Okay. That's what very important. Date of commencement of partnership. So the commencement of partnership very important. So from that period only you are going to share the profit. That is the very important thing. Why the date of commencement of partnership is very important. So which date you are going to start? Previously as a sole proprietor, that portion only the person only take profit. So later on when a partnership, so more than the people, more member of the business naturally, so whatever profit they are going to share. So in this situation, the date is very major role. Okay, that's what very important. The date of commencement of partnership. Then, so very interesting, capital contribution. Okay, here what is the capital contribution by the partners? Suppose you want to do the business, you are telling your partner, so what is your capital? How much you are going to contribute? That's what the information details you want to mention, capital contribution. So amount of capital to be contributed by each partner. So it is not a mandatory that same amount, depends. So depends upon the partner's interest. So okay, that's what we want to definitely mention. Capital contribution about each partner. That's very, very important one. Okay. Then interest on capital. So interest on capital, it's a very interesting one. So whatever capital introduced by the partner, whatever capital contributed by the partner, they will get interest from the firm. The firm has to give interest. Okay, that's what here interest on capital. Later on we are going to discuss the accounting treatment. How, where you want to show interest on capital. Okay, so the rate of interest you want to mention. So what is the percentage? Firm has to give interest on capital. Okay, that's what very, very important. So allowed. Similarly, interest on drawings. It's very interesting. So what is the meaning of interest of drawings? So here, it's very interesting. Suppose you are contributed capital, some partners. So later what will happen? Just you want to withdraw the money from the business. It is coming under drawings. So keeping on withdraw the drawings, definitely it will affect the business. So for that, according to your withdrawal from the business, that is called drawings, based upon that, firms charging you interest. That is called interest on drawings. You understood the difference between interest on capital, interest on drawings. Okay, that's what very, very interesting. So interest on drawings means, so according to the withdrawal by the partner, they has to pay interest to the firm. Here firm get income. Here according to firm, it is called expenses, isn't it? It is expenses for the firm. It is an income for the firm. That is a very, very important thing. So that's the difference between interest on capital. Firm has to charge interest. So the partner will get money. Okay. So the firm has to pay interest on capital by the firm to the partner. So here opposite, interest on drawings, partner has to pay interest to the firm. Understood? That's what interest on drawing. That's what it is expenses for the company or for the firm, interest on capital. This is the income of the firm, interest on drawings. Okay. Then profit. Next very, very important. Okay. The profit very important. Thereafter, your capital contribution. Okay. Then this is also very important. Interest on capital, interest on drawing. The profit. So definitely more number of the people, the profit sharing is very, very important. Okay. Sharing ratio. So what is the agreed ratio? Equally or according to proportionate contribution by the capital, or what is the ratio? That's what you want to mention definitely in partnership deed. Okay. That's what ratio in which profit or losses are to be shared by each partner. Okay. That is very, very important. The ninth point. So you want to mention the profit. Okay. The profit sharing by each partner. So otherwise what will happen? So they will make fight. So you are getting more profit. So that's what for return, I always say for side in the deed, you clearly mentioned what is the profit sharing ratio. So the business will run smoothly. Okay. That's what finally interest on loan. That is one of the important information you want to mention in the deed. Here what's the meaning interest on loan? Sometimes the partner giving loan to the business, to get the business, to run the business smoothly. So whenever loan given by the partner, they will get interest. That's why see, interest on capital is different, interest on loan is different. Here, because of loan, partner has to get. Whoever giving the loan will get interest. But here, all the partner will get interest. Understood the difference? As a loan given by the partner, only that partner will only get the interest. That's what you want to mention very clearly. Interest on loan. The rate of interest on loan. Okay, by a partner to the firm. So that's what you want to mention in the deed. Suppose any loan given by the partner, what is the interest the firm has to pay? So these are information you want to mention in a partnership deed. Now we want to continue the remaining information. Okay. So continuation, the 11th one. It's very, very important 11th one. Suppose a partner, even their partner sharing profits. So some partner even getting salary and commission. Depends upon the volume of the business. So some partners shows more interest about the business. Definitely the firm has to pay incentive to whatever manner, the manner of salary or the manner of commission. That's what very interesting here. Remuneration to partners. So what is that? So maybe the amount, maybe it is salary or it is commission. Okay. Salary maybe monthly, some partner will get constant amount, every month some amount, fixed amount. Commission means based upon the volume of the business. Okay. So the partner can get here. So one partner they can get whenever profit sharing the profits. Then even salary also. Then commission. So it depends the partner's interest. The how he is work contributed his effort. Okay. That's what's very important. 11th one, remuneration to partners. You want to mention in our partnership deed. Okay. Then valuation of goodwill. So very interesting. Goodwill. So the partnership goodwill is the one of the very important and very interesting term. Then what is the meaning of goodwill? So you know already discussed. So nothing but reputation of the firm. So I will make it here. Nothing but reputation of the firm. Okay, mostly you will say the where is what? Famous. Reputation nothing but what? Famous. Okay. So whenever the reputation of the firm, the new partner want to join in the particular business, they have to pay some money. So that is called goodwill. So as you know very well, goodwill is coming under what? What type of asset? It is a intangible asset. So you can't touch and feel. So in this manner, goodwill is what? Some value given by the new partner whenever entered into the business. Okay, that's what. How the existing partner valuation given to the goodwill whenever new partner, any admission. Okay, that's what the valuation of goodwill. So later on going to discuss how the goodwill will value different methods. Okay, that's what here you want to mention. What type of method you want to follow. You want to mention in the partnership deed. Okay, so the methods by which goodwill of the firm will be valued when at the time of admission or retirement or death of the partner. You understood? We will discuss later on. So whenever new partner, how you are going to value? What method? Different available method for valuation of goodwill. Or at the time of retirement or death, how you are going to valuation of the our firm's goodwill. So goodwill is nothing but what? The exact meaning, reputation of the firm or famous of the firm. Okay. The best word is what? Reputation. Okay. Later on we discuss. Very interesting. It's very important chapter in goodwill in a partnership. Okay. Then valuation of asset. Same manner. Here, what is the question of valuation of asset? For example, you and your friend doing business. Then you again you want to invite one more friend. So now, whenever the new friend came inside, so what is your right now your position of the business? That means what? Valuation of your assets. For that you want to value. So whenever new partner coming to the business, you want to make it what is the as on today valuation of our business, nothing but our assets and liabilities. For that only we are going to prepare what? Balance sheet. Okay, that's what here we want to mention. Valuation of the firm, the manner in which the assets of the firm shall be valued in the case of its reconstitution. Reconstitution means what? Any admission to change your reconstitution, any new partner or any retirement. Okay, that's what the situation, how you are going to value your assets. So that thing you want to mention in a partnership deed. Thereafter, settlement of account. That's also you want to clearly mention in a deed. Suppose any partner want to retire or unfortunately, what happened? Any death. Or suppose dissolution means what? You want to close the business. In this three situations, maybe at the time of admission or death or retirement or dissolution. Okay. So in this situation, how you are going to settle the accounts to the partners? So how you are hand over the money, the exact valuation about to prepare the accounts for the particular partner who go into retire or you unfortunately become death or want to close the business, dissolution. How you are going to give the valuation? That point you want to mention in a partnership deed. Okay. Then next one accounting period. Usually you know very well how the accounts shall be closed every year in our India. Mostly accounting period was 1st March to next year 1st April. Sorry, confused. 1st April to next year 31st March. So that's what our accounting period mostly 1st March, April. Confusion. 1st April to next year 31st March. That's what our accounting period. So they want to mention. Mostly that is the accounting period. It's no confusion. So never become January to December. That is the calendar year. In India, the accounting period always starts from 1st April to next year 31st March. So subsequently, accordingly, we want to valuation about the tax, correct, our turnover. That's what the accounting period is very important. We want to mention in the deed. Then rights and duties of the partner. We already discussed our rights and duties of the partner, isn't it? So you want to mention in a partnership deed. Otherwise, what will happen? The partner will raise question. So where you mention. So when any mention about rights and duties, you can show the deed. See, suppose you are not working properly, you are say based upon the deed. Only deed clearly mentioned what is your duty. So you have to do the duty. You can clear instruction to the partner. Whoever unable to follow the instruction given in partnership deed, you can strictly see it. So already you discussed in the partnership deed, you are supposed to do the duties. Okay. So mostly rights, never issue will come. Only duties only. There some partners want to escape to avoid their duties. Only the claim profits only. In this situation, one clearly mentioned. So already duties specified in a partnership deed. Okay. Per side, so deed will talk always in a written agreement. Okay. Then duration of partnership. So that also very very important. How long run the business? The duration of the partnership, the time period, duration you want to mention. So here one more thing, joint venture also coming under partnerships. What is a joint venture? For some specific period. For example, our metro rail or some construction of the bridge or some important work, laying the road between one place to another. So after completion of the project, the joint venture will become dissolved, naturally completed. So their time is specified. So that's what the duration of the partnership. We want to mention the period of partnership. Whether keeping on continue the partnership business or say joint venture at will. So accordingly we want to mention. So what type the partnership comes to existence. Okay. Then the bank account is very very important. So you want to open a bank account in the name of firm only, not in the partners. Correct? That's already discussed. Want to make it name of the firm. So any firm we fixed it. So under the firm name only you are going to open the account. So only thing how you are going to operate. So bank account operation very important. Maybe any one of the partner or jointly together. That is very very important to avoid our default. Any fraud. To avoid any misappropriation of cash. So in this manner, should be very careful. The bank account operation is very very important partnership business. Okay. Then debt of the partner. So the situation arises at debt of the partner. You want to decide whether firm want to continue. For example, A, B, C, and D, 4 partners running the business. Suddenly, C, what happened? Became a death. So C suddenly C suddenly died. So in this situation, remaining A, B and D will come and decide whether you want to continue or okay, enough. So already our partner died. So hereafter no need to continue. So that decision you have to make. You want to mention. Okay, anything happens death of the partner to continue or not. Better you mention the deed itself. So no fight will happen later on. Any death of the partner. Finally, settlement of disputes. Suppose any disputes, you have to go to the court. The partnership deed will be due the safer manner we can argue in the court. So the disputes between the partners, so definitely the partnership deed will mention clearly the disputes, how we are going to handle safer side for the partners. So these are the 20 important points contained in partnership deed. Okay, that's what the partnership deed is very very important. So based upon the firm, out of 20 which is very important, accordingly the partnership deed framed. Okay, so not necessarily all 20 points. So in the 20 points, requirement of the firm, they will choose important points. Based upon that, they frame a partnership deed. So this will help you how to frame the partnership deed. Okay, I will continue. Suppose there is no partnership deed, so I will go into make the provision in the partnership act. That will decide now. Okay, we're going to discuss that one. So in your partnership deed, more than the 20 important points should be contained. So the next question will arise. So why the importance of partnership? So whether the partnership deed is necessary or not. Yes, the partnership deed necessary or not depends upon the firm. The partners will decide. So that's what here the points you have to keep in your mind. The importance of partnership deed. So why it is necessary? Then we'll discuss whether it is essential or not. Okay. So here the partnership deed is an important legal document. Okay. Should be legal document, written document. So, which defines the relationship among the partners. So, in a deed only, partnership deed only, they discussed about the 20 points of discussed, isn't it? So, that's what the legal document, the relationship defines in the partners, their liabilities, their duties, their rights, then profit sharing ratio, then interest on capital, interest on drawings, then partners loan, then how you are going to view the disputes among the partners. So these are the information better if it's written document to safer side. That's what it is an important to have written partnership deed to avoid any settle possible disputes. So any disputes arises, the settlement is very easy based upon the proof available from the partnership deed. Based upon that, based upon the partnership deed, they can act accordingly. It's already written. So otherwise what will happen? Dispute will never complete. It will continue. Okay. So it is useful because very important. It governs the rights and duties and liabilities of each partner. So the partnership deed has a clear picture, clear idea what to do as a partner's rights, the duties and liabilities of the partner clearly defines. The second important point that we discussed already. So any dispute arising between the partners, among the partners. Okay. So settled on the basis of partnership deed. So very easy you can able to settle the information available in the partnership deed. So what is the instruction given in the deed? Accordingly, you can easily do the settlement. Any dispute, easily you can sort it out. Okay. That's what, because it is a written contract. So that's what the importance of partnership deed. If it is partnership deed prepared by the partners, they are only the safer side. Okay. For the all this manner. Clearly have the clear picture, clear definition. Next question will arise. So is it essential to have a partnership deed? So that's what here they said no. Okay. So they clearly said what? No. It is not essential but desirable to have a partnership deed. They never said it is a compulsory, but it is desirable. ஸோ ஒரு படத்தில் கமலஹாசன் சொல்லுவார் இல்லையா, நான் வந்து கடவுள் வந்து இல்லைன்னு சொல்ல, இருந்தால் நல்லாயிருக்கும். த சேம் மேனர் இயர் பார்ட்னர்ஷிப் டீட் நாட் எசென்ஷியல் பட் இருந்தால் நல்லாயிருக்கும், பெட்டர். யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டுட் தி எக்ஸாம்பிள் வாட் இஸ் given. So the partnership deed, which is the deed is there, we can clearly act accordingly. There is no deed, definitely confusion will come, but it's not a compulsory. That's what they said. It is not essential, but it is desirable to have a partnership deed. So, in case of partnership deed does not exist, suppose there is no deed, how you are going to act? That's what they are telling, that the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932 will apply. Okay, so as our discussion, the partnership deed, we discussed the contents of partnership deed, and importance of partnership deed. Suppose partnership essential or not. So not essential, but it is desirable. Suppose the partnership deed does not exist, according to Indian Partnership Act provision 1932 of Indian Partnership Act will apply. We are going to see how that provision is going to apply if there is no partnership deed. Okay. So we discuss in the partnership essential or not. So in the absence of partnership, how the provisions affecting according to Indian Partnership Act 1932. Now let's see one by one. See the first one, the sharing of profits and losses. Suppose it is not mentioned in partnership deed, so how the effect under Partnership Act 1932. So the profit and losses are shared equally by the partners. Absence of partnership deed did not mention very clearly what is the profit sharing ratio in this situation. So how you come to the conclusion, absence of partnership deed, all the partners share their profits equally. That is the provision they give, arrangements of the first provision. It's very important provision. Correct. Then, so interest on capital. If the partnership debt, interest on capital is allowed. The firm has to pay interest to the respective partners, all the partners. over. But here, interest on capital is not paid. So here no question of interest on capital. Under the Indian Partnership Act 1932, interest on capital, no question. See, interest on capital is not allowed to partners. If it is a partnership deed, it is allowed. In the absence of partnership deed, there is no question of interest on capital given by the firm to the partners. Okay. Then, same manner, interest on drawings also. So, if it is not applicable for interest on capital, similarly, the firm not charged interest on drawings. Right? So, any drawings made by the partner, no question of interest. Same manner. How the effect of interest on capital. Okay. That's what our third important provision. The first one is profit sharing. Second one is interest on capital. Third one is interest on drawings. The fourth one is very important. Same manner. Any loan given by the partner. Okay. Interest on advance loan given by the partner. See, interest on loan is allowed here because it has to pay to the partners only the maximum limit. They fix 6% per annum. In the absence of partnership, the interest on loan to the partner is mandatory. The only thing up to the 6%. But there is a partnership deed, they will fix. So what is the interest rate? But here, absence of partnership deed, any loan given by the partner to the firm, naturally, interest on loan is paid because it is charged against profit. You understood what's the meaning of charge against profit? You have to earn profit or loss. You want to show interest. That concept we want to follow here. Okay, that's what under interest on advance or loan by the partner. Company firm has to pay interest. But compared to interest on capital, it is not allowed. But here it is allowed. Okay, that's what we want to make a comparison between interest on capital and loan given by the partner, interest on loan. Okay, then the fifth one, the remuneration to the partner. We discussed now. What are the remuneration will be in the form of salary, the commission. So in the absence of partnership deed, how will we affect under remuneration to partners? Naturally, it is not paid. Okay, so according to Partnership Act 1932, there is no question of remuneration. So only they are eligible for profit only. So they can't get even salary or commission. That's what not allowed paid to the any partner. In the absence of partnership deed. So according to Indian Partnership Act, okay, remuneration not allowed by the firm. Okay, that's what the very important point. And finally, admission of the partner. So here also, so admission of the partner, the remaining new partner cannot be admitted unless all other partners agree. Okay, that is very important. Suppose any partner object for any new admission, so naturally a new partner is not possible under the Partnership Act 1932. That's what the six provisions. So very important. Affecting accounting treatment, the absence of partnership deed, or we are giving effect. That's what we want to make it. The statement is very important. The 6 points. Okay. So that's what is very important for the partnership deed. We discussed 20 points. So thereafter, whether it is partnership essential or not. The third one, suppose in the absence of partnership deed, how these points are give effect under Partnership Act 1932. Okay, that's what. Now we are going to see, it's very important, the liabilities of the partnership. That is very important now we'll discuss. Okay, liabilities of the partnership and the provisions, there's some important provisions again under the name of partnership and partnership deed. Okay, now we will see what is the liabilities of the partners. Okay, very important liabilities of the partners. So the liabilities of partners, so very important here. Here, what is the meaning of liability of partners in this situation? So for example here, the subject agreement among the partners, so the partner carries on a business, that means what? Similar to the same business. We say partner of the business, the same nature of business, if we are doing alone, naturally what will happen? It will affect the partnership firm. So in this situation, how the liability? So the partner carries on business that is similar to that of the firm is competition within the firm. That means what? Already he is a partner of the firm, so they will dealing one product. And separately the same product he will deal alone as a partner. So naturally it will affect the business. The competition between the partner and his own firm. So how it is encourageable? So in this situation, how the liability of the partner, that's what I am trying to say. See, if a partner carries on a business that is similar to that of the firm in competition. So with the firm, and he earns profit from it. So they can earn profit from it. Naturally what will happen? The profit earned by such business shall be paid to the firm. Okay, you understood. So that's what he is using the firm's name and selling any product personally. See, it will affect the business also. He is the partner, not only the partner, he gives the competition to the firm itself. So it will spoil the business also. So in this situation, how the firm will encourage? So for that, whatever the earnings based upon this situation, that's what the firm in competition with the firm earns profit from it. So that profit earned by such business shall be paid to the firm. So that is the liability of the partner. So in future, it is the warning for the other partners, don't encourage this type of activity. That's what they are trying to say. So that's what the liability of the partner accordingly for this agreement. The second one, if a partner earns profit for himself from any transaction, he only enjoying profit. Any transaction of the firm. So in the business, he only earns profit personally, individually. Okay, from the use of the firm's property or business connection. So he using the firm name or the firm's property, he only personally enjoys any profit. So how the other partners will encourage? That is not good. So that's what, so whatever the profit so earned shall be paid to the firm. Okay, shall be paid to the firm. You understood? That's what the second situation. Any personally, any property of the firm used or any business connection used for earning a particular partner individually, so that is not good, that is not allowed, that is not encourageable. So in this situation, they earn like that. If the profits earned in this situation, so they want to be paid to the firm. That's what the second situation. That's what the two type of liability. So first liability, the same type of business, if you do, that is not good. So whatever the business is done it similarly affect our the main business competition. So whatever profit earned by the partner hand over to the firm. The second situation, if you use individually for the business name or any business connection, business property, any profit earned by that particular partner, so naturally, so whatever profit earned by the partner hand over to the firm. These are the two liabilities, very very important for the liabilities of the partner. It is not advisable for the partners can doing so. That's what you have to keep in your mind. Okay. So that's what the liabilities of partner. Now finally we're going to discuss some other provisions under the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay. See some other important provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. So it is also very very important. You have to keep in your mind. So what is the other important provisions? We are going to discuss one by one. So we have already in the futures characteristics of the partnership discussed, correct? So minor not become a partner. Here, if other partners agree, minor can become a partner. That's what under section 30, if all the partners agree, a minor may be admitted for the benefit of partnership. You understand? That's what the first other important provision, section 30. Normally, minor cannot become a partner unless otherwise consented or agreed by other partners. Minor can participate in the business for the benefit of partnership. That's what the section 30 gives some provision, alternative, some arrangements. Okay. Then section 31. What is the section 31? See, a person may be admitted as a partner either with consent of the word is very important. Suppose any new partner. Okay. The person may be admitted as a partner either with consent of all other existing partners or in accordance with an express agreement among the partners. Okay. So here what they are trying to say, under section 31 again, with the consent of all existing partners, then only a new partner can enter in the partnership. They can become a partner, new partner, with the consent of all the partners. Under section 31 specifies partner under the Partnership Act 1932. That's what second is very important. Section 31. So what is section 32? Same manner, all partners, a partner may retire, here admission, here retire from the firm either with, again, consent of all the other partners or in accordance with the express agreement. Okay, here section 31, 32, the admission retirement may be individual or consent with other partner, but it's here very very important. They can consent from the other partner only. A new partner came to existence. A retiring partner, he himself can decide, or with the discussion with other partner. That is the not compulsory. Okay, that's what is section 32. Even a retired partner going to retire from the business, the partner may retire from either with a consent of all the partners. Okay, that's what very very important. From the firm or with the consent of other partners, existing partners, in accordance with the agreement expressed among the partners. That's what section 31, 32 discuss with admission and retirement. Okay, this is what the procedure is given. Here admission, this one especially retirement. Okay, retirement. Then section 35. What is that? Unless otherwise agreed by, again, the partners in the partnership deed, the firm is dissolved. When the firm going to become dissolved? In the time of what? Death of a partner. Unless otherwise, unless otherwise agreed by the partners in the partnership deed, the situation arises, the firm can be dissolved. That means what? They are going to close the business or the death of the partner. That's what very very important point. So agreed by the partner. Otherwise they can continue. So whether you will get a consent from the partners, better you want to close the business or you want to continue. Now that arrangement specifies in section 35. Okay, very very important. So here whatever admission, your retirement, here again dissolution. Okay. Specifically they given the instruction, dissolution. Dissolution nothing but what? Close the business. Okay. Finally, section 69, very very important. Here what they are trying to say, register of the firm is optional. It is not compulsory. So we can be able to register the firm or what? Up to the partner's decision. They can register or may not be registered. It's not a compulsory. It's not a mandatory for should be registration. You have to do registration compulsory. Not like that. See, if a registered partner, so that is some benefits they can get. That's what they are trying to see. So it's not compulsory. For safer side, partnership is registration is better. Okay. That is the suggestion. So what they are trying to section 69, registration of the firm is optional and not compulsory. So that's what very very important point. We discussed about the important provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. So as this video, this session is very very important. We discussed the partnership deed. So what are the details, content of the partnership deed? So thereafter very very important, suppose partnership deed necessary or not. So we said not essential, but it is essential, put only. Okay. And third thing, essential is better for the firm. Then third one, so what are the provisions relating, suppose in the absence of partnership, how the provisions related to Partnership Act 1932. Okay. And fourth one, we discuss liabilities of the partner. So what way the partner become liable? The two situation we discussed. Finally, the other important provisions of the Partnership Act 1932 under this section 30, 31, 32, 35 and 69. Okay, whenever you memorize the section, it's safer side. Suppose we don't know the section, please don't write in your main exam. If you know very clearly, please write the section. Otherwise, don't write. Okay. But try to memorize the section. Useful for you in future. Okay. That's what this video. I hope that you understood some important discussion based upon partnership. So the theory oriented, it's very very important. We can get even 1 mark, even 3 mark or 4 mark. Okay. That's what the detailed discussion we discussed. Okay. So I hope that you understood the entire partnership deed. That is very very important. Relativity of the partnership deed discussed for this video. Okay. So I hope that you understood, and please watch several times for easy manner to write our main examination. Okay. So thank you very much.